gosh, a vacation reading vlog. I am so excited. I'm here with my wife and our twin toddlers. They are 16-month-old twin boys, and flying is a lot. We had some car issues. It was just a full day. I mean, we're from Canada, so like it was a flight down here. But we're here, we're settled. For reading, I brought my e-reader, and I've never been more excited to have an e-reader that is waterproof because there's a pool. You can't really see with backlighting, but I can't wait. There's also two options of like physical books because my lovely wife just went to the store, to Target, and got two books that she thought she might like. This is by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I love her books, so there's that. And then a thriller, The Woman in the Window, was really good, so okay, I think these will be good. Sure. It is currently nap time. The twin schedule is kind of all over because there is a time difference between where we live in Canada and where we are in Florida. I don't think I said, but we're in Florida. And I have my book, so I am just gonna start by reading this, The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther. I hear that this is based on Taylor Swift songs, which is why I wanted it for like this perfect poolside read. I'm very excited about it. Welcome to the pool. We got it heated, but it doesn't feel that hot. But I think it's mostly because it's kind of chilly outside today. So I'm going to read my book, probably sit over there, and enjoy while the kids nap. Reading day 2. For my sunburn. So I am 53% into my book. You probably can't hear me over like this pool's water features that I don't think I can turn off. I'm still reading this one, The Summer of Broken Rules. It is such a good vacation read so far. It's cutesy, it's silly, it's so low stakes, which I love for like a really nice summery feeling vacation read, even though it's not summer here. It is summer in the book. They're in Martha's Vineyard, which is an island in the States. I don't know where. I have heard of it. Honestly, I thought it was a vineyard owned by Martha Stewart until very recently when I saw a TikTok on it and found out it was a place and a whole like town and island and maybe multiple towns. I don't know. I will say that the description thing I read mentioned Taylor Swift, and I think it said it was based on Taylor Swift songs. It's not. There's just some Taylor Swift references in it. I wouldn't say it's based on Taylor Swift songs. So it is a girl she's recently been broken up with, and her sister has passed away. They're back on Martha's Vineyard for her cousin's wedding. All of their family goes there every summer. So she's there for the wedding, and then they are playing this giant game of assassins where you are set to get someone with your water gun, and it's taking place over the week. And then once you assassinate your target, you move on to the next one. It's just such a fun little read. Of course, there's a love interest. So I am just full on enjoying this. And obviously we're in the pool on vacation, and I am so sunburnt. So if you can't tell, this is actually the end of my vacation, and I'm just hopping in here to tell you what I thought of this book because I did not want to waste 1 second, 1 iota of vacation time when I could be reading or in the pool or hanging out with my wife and my kids talking to you. No offense, but I can vlog at any point. I cannot soak up the sunshine when I'm a Canadian girly like this in February. So what are my thoughts on A Summer of Broken Rules? I will say I don't think that this is really a Taylor Swift book, even though that's why I picked it up. I think that's what it was marketed as. But I did end up giving it 4 stars. It was very cutesy, the ultimate summer read. I don't think it's YA, but it is a zero spice book. There is spice that happens, but it's behind closed doors, which I think is a genre of romance novels, right? I don't read romance. And I see that it's 3.94 stars on Goodreads, so my 4-star rating was pretty spot on with that. I actually really liked the relationship and the family. I really liked all the dynamics. I don't know what kept it from being a 5-star read for me, actually, because I really liked it. I just thought that it was such a cute, easy read. I have been so picky with giving 5 stars this year. I don't know why. If you're looking for the perfect like vacation, summery, beachy read, this is definitely it. Another day in the pool. Yesterday I didn't read a single word. Today I'm starting a Tessa Bailey romance book. So I am not a romance person at all. But there's something about like summery romance books when you're on vacation. So this one is just a novella and it's same time next year by Tessa Bailey. And I hear her books are good. And one of my kids is up after only napping for half an hour. So I haven't read it. So what did I think of Tessa Bailey's Same Time Next Year? It's a novella, so it was short, it was sweet, it was to the point. There was no mumble jumble. But I will say it was like 50% smut. And it was 50% of the most cringy smut I've ever read in my entire life. Since I had to listen to some of these horrible things, so do you. He said, "My wife's creamy pussy." No. No, thank you. She calls him daddy. No, thank you. Just all of the smut was absolutely cringe worthy, and there was a lot of it. Also, there was a lot of plot holes. I don't know why you would be scared about being deported back to Canada to play hockey when Canada is like known for hockey. Like, we have really good hockey teams. Also, the fact that he was 27 and still playing a low league makes no sense for him to then be drafted to the NHL. My city has one of those teams, and the people on that team are like 16 to 21. My first Tessa Bailey book, and is it going to be my last Tessa Bailey book ever? Because I only gave this 2 stars. It was way too cringy. I honestly don't even know if I ever said that I was reading this book, but here we are with it done for me to tell you what I thought. If you watched my video, My Mom Picks My Reads for the Week, she got me the first book in this guild. Is it called The Gilded City? I really liked it, so I immediately picked up the second one, and I had put it down since then. So I just finished it on this trip, so it's called The House of War and Bone, and I gave it 3 stars. It is YA fantasy. I feel like maybe it's leading up to something. It just felt like there was a lot of questions I had that were left unanswered in this book, and things that seemed pretty obvious to me that like need to be addressed but weren't being addressed. So it didn't give me the same like feels as the first book in the series did. I loved the first book in the series because it gave me like the Summer I Turned Pretty vibes if it was fantasy. Like, she has to pick between these twin brothers. One's a sunshine golden retriever type boy, and the other is like moody musician doom and gloom type. And there's a curse, she can't be touched by anyone. I liked the first book, but this one just didn't, I don't know, it didn't do it for me, so it was only a 3-star read. So we'll see if I continue with the series. I probably will. I know that there's another book coming out, but I don't think it's until later this year. So now I'm gonna read on my phone, which is a little interesting for some, but I have the Libby app. I'm trying to show you what I'm reading, but this isn't working. So I just got this book today, and I've been waiting for it for forever, and it is the perfect like poolside read. So I'm very excited. I watched the TV show and really liked it. So here we go. I have been waiting for it since December, so it's kind of perfect that this is the moment that I got off the wait list for the library book. So I'm gonna be doing some phone reading tonight and today. It works. I wish that I had a pool because I swear I would like live in it. Absolutely, I would never get it. You hear that? I only managed to read 29 pages, and they're phone pages, so not even as big as normal pages, before one of my twins woke up. They are lovely. I just wish that they were napping as well here as they do at home. But they're in a new place. I totally understand. Also, they're having a lot of fun, so they want to be out here having fun. But they are taking up mommy's reading time because I am in the pool every night. I haven't been showing it. Maybe I will tonight. And I read. But it is cold. It's February, and the evenings here have really been cooling off. And it's way colder than I anticipated. And I am literally shaking in the pool reading for hours in the evening because I insist on soaking up every minute of pool time that I can. It's cold. I wish that they had hot tubs here, but I don't know, is that just not a Florida thing that there's no hot tubs? But Allie just went and got the baby up, I think. I'm going to read a few more pages while I have the time, and then back on mom baby. I am reading in the pool, and I'm sure by now I have updated you on my reading adventures because I have read so many books this trip, and I assume before here I inserted what they were. I haven't actually filmed those yet. I am currently reading something completely different. Well, I have 2 books on the go. I said earlier that I was reading the Walter Boys book, and then I'm also reading What Lies Beyond the Veil. It's from the A Flesh and Bone series. It's book 1, and I'm 25 pages in. It's a fantasy book. I don't know what it's about yet, so I can't say. But I just learned right now that if you put, I should have just read the instructions. I should have just read the instructions. I've been freezing out here in the pool every night, and I just read that if you put the pool or the like hot tub's jets on, that it heats that. Turns out it does. And now it's really hot in there. So I'm gonna enjoy the pool and then dip in there, and when I get hot I can just circle back and forth, and now I can just sit out here and read so much later, which is just amazing. I'm about to get on my e-reader, my wife's book app for her, because we just realized, because she was like, I wish I could read in the dark. We just realized that she can on here because it's a book that I can just get on my e-reader for her. Beautiful wife is almost done her book.
I am almost done the book.
Ooh!
It's good.
Good!
I like it. It's very different than I would ever read because it's like 2 different paths. It's like a story if you made one decision versus another. So I wouldn't usually pick that, but I like it.
Good!
It's good. I would recommend it.
So I am currently going back and forth between my 2 books, the Walter Boys book and the What Lies Beyond the Veil, I believe it's called. I will say though that this What Lies Beyond the Veil book, I still can't tell you what it's about. I'm 61 pages in, and it is just such a slow start to a book that I don't know. I mean, I'm 16%, 61 pages, but I mean, I'm 61 pages in, and I feel like nothing absolutely crazy has happened yet. So the Walter Boys though, My Life with the Walter Boys, is on my phone. I got it out from the library as an ebook. I wish I could get my Libby books, my library books, on my e-reader, but that's only for Kobos in Canada, not Kindles, so that's unfortunate. So I'm reading it on my phone, and it is such a good summary. I know this isn't summer. It's a good vacation read, and I'm really liking it. It is similar but also not similar to the movie so far. I mean, it's similar but also not similar to the TV show so far, so I'll see what I think of it as it goes on. I think it's really interesting that this book was originally a fan fiction, and you can't read it as a fan fiction anymore, but I think it is so cool that this woman wrote a fan fiction and it has become this huge thing, this best-selling book. It's now a Netflix TV show. I think it's so cool and like says something about the potential of fan fiction. I am someone that absolutely loves fan fiction, and I read a lot of it normally. I haven't lately, but maybe that'll be a future video, is like reading fan fiction for a week, because I am a sucker for fan fiction. Look at this sunburn. I completely forgot that it does not need to be sunny outside to get a sunburn. It was a cloudy day, and it was supposed to be really hot today. It was supposed to be our hottest day of vacation, and it did not turn out that way. I'm currently packing. It was not hot at all, so I completely forgot that I should be wearing sunscreen while I was reading in the pool. And if it's not the consequences of my own actions. I'm also completely stressing out about the weight limits on the way home, because we didn't come here with a ton of extra weight, and we are coming home with a lot more than we came with. We got some clothes for Allie, got some clothes for the twins, got some gifts. I'm a little stressed, but oh well. I forgot to end this video on vacation, but I did not finish Behind the Veil or My Life with the Walter Boys on vacation. So I have no update to give you on them, although I didn't read them since. So I guess I could update you on them. But I mean, I didn't read them on vacation, so it doesn't seem right. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this little vacation reading vlog, and I'll be back next week with another video.